He on his way? He's here.
He's here.
No, he's here.
Good evening. Welcome to the Danvers Zoning Board of Appeals. We have an agenda for tonight's meeting. There are agendas up here, and they're also outside in the sleeve by the door if you want to follow along. We will be handling the continued cases at the bottom of the agenda first, and then we'll be going to the top of the agenda. Let me ask everybody to silence their cell phones so they're not ringing while we're in deliberation. And we have minutes from the last meeting. Can I have a motion to accept those minutes?
So moved, Madam Chairman.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay. And I'll introduce the members of the board. Bob Signetti is going to be our clerk tonight, and Becky Kilborn, Jeff Sauer, Ken Gervinian, and Corinne Doherty. And the five of us will be sitting on all of the cases tonight. And from the Code Administration Department, we have Kathy Alcherbaugh, and our building inspector's here wandering around somewhere. He'll be in Rich Maloney. And the procedure for tonight's meeting, we will call your case and then ask you to come up to the microphone and present your information. Then each member of the board will ask you questions about your application. After we ask you questions, then we'll go out to the audience and see if the audience has any questions or comments regarding your application. And then we'll go back to the board for deliberation. And depending on what the board members say, I'll give you your options for moving forward. Is there anything else that I'm missing?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it.
So we're gonna start.
All right, first case. Danvers Port Yacht Club Marina LLC, Joseph D. Lorenzo, docket number 19-4813, requesting a special permit to modify an existing special permit, docket number 13-4465, to install new signage in accordance with section 37 of the Danvers zoning bylaws at 107R Elliott Street. And we have a letter from Mr. Di Lorenzo. On behalf of Danvers Port Marina, I am withdrawing our application to the Zoning Board of Appeals regarding our request for a modification to a special permit docket number 19-4813. Instead, we plan to move forward by changing the graphics of the sign while maintaining the same size, text of public access area. At the last ZBA meeting at which I presented, yourself and the ZBA informed me that this is acceptable without ZBA approval to modify our special permit. Additionally, we are going to add a white trim to the poles, which we indicated was acceptable without ZBA approval at our site walk on Tuesday, 5/14. Thank you for hearing our application and assisting with questions during the process. Regards, Joe Di Lorenzo.
I have a motion to accept.
Madam Chair, I move that we
Accept the withdrawal.
accept the withdrawal of this application
Without prejudice.
without prejudice.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, next case. Paul Malvich and Jean Dion, docket number 19-4817, requesting a variance to allow the construction of a duplex on the property with less than the required area in accordance with section 2.9, table 2 of the Danvers zoning bylaws at 56 Adams Street. We have a letter from the applicant. Dear board members, on behalf of the applicant, John M. Thompson, trustee, I hereby request leave to withdraw the pending above reference application without prejudice. Thank you for your consideration. Very truly yours, Nancy A.S. McCann, Esquire.
Excuse me. Mr. Maloney,
I recommend the board leave that open.
leave this open.
Yes.
56 Adams?
Yes.
Okay, so not accept the withdrawal
Do not
Just-
accept the
Do we want to continue it or
I would continue it.
continue it?
to the next meeting, which is August
12.
12th?
But I have a quick, how many times are we going to continue this anyway? I was going to ask that anyway.
August 12.
August 12th, right.
I just came across that today, and
So you think there's some open items?
well, I think they purchased land from Sylvania, but it's owned I-2, and I don't think it's gonna help their cause. So I think there's an error in
Okay,
Yeah, thank you. So,
so let's leave it open, all right, so we'll move to continue it, can somebody make a motion?
Madam Chair, I make a move that we continue this case to our meeting of August 12th.
Have a second?
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. There-
We'll let Mr. Maloney sort that out.
All right, Brian M. Amand requesting a dimensional variance for side setback. Oh, let's do target first, and then,
Well, this is just a continuance.
all right. Brian M. Amand, docket number 19-4819, requesting a dimensional variance for side setback relief of to 5 feet for a 16 by 24 foot garage in accordance with section 7, table 2 of the zoning, Danvers zoning bylaws at 89 Pine Street.
There you go. Right here. You've got it right there.
There we go. To the zoning board of appeals, I would like to request this matter be continued without discussion to the board's meeting on August 12, 2019. Thank you for your consideration. Brian M. Ahmed.
Do you have a motion to accept?
Madam Chair, I recommend that we accept this continuance.
Okay. And
Second.
I second it.
Jeff? Okay.
All in favor?
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Next
Moving along.
Wow.
Next case, Target Corporation, Matthew Flansburgh, docket number 19-4823, requesting a variance for directional signage, height and area increase in accordance with section 37.7A of the Danvers zoning bylaws at 240 Independence Way.
Is there someone here from Target?
Tom McGarrett with Kimley Horn Associates, representing Target today. I understand the board requested further information due Thursday. We got it in late to you. I do have that information with me here today.
Okay.
I didn't know if you wanted me to give it to you, walk with you through it really quickly, and then ask for the continuance, or just ask for the continuance.
I would just ask for a continuance.
We would like to ask for a continuance 11
Okay.
Also, and I don't know about the rest of the board, can we have like the store manager come when you have this continuance?
Yes, I can ask for this one.
You know,
Okay. Did you already make copies of everything for us?
No, we said not to make copies, it was 20 pages.
it was 20 pages, so we figured we didn't need all that.
So you have 20 pages of copies for all of us that came in on Thursday?
I have 10 copies of the 20 pages.
Okay. Well, why don't we take it, and then we have it, and then you can continue to August 12th, all right?
Okay.
Give that to Kathy.
What happens is, we need the information ahead of time, so
No,
that we can go out,
Understood.
review it and
Understood.
go out there, and we were asking for everything by noon, just so general information to anyone watching by noon on Thursday. Kathy can make the copies, get it out to us, get it in the mail. Well, the mail has slowed down so much that we don't get it.
Yeah,
And
Roger.
so now we're trying to get it by Tuesday at noon.
Okay. No, that's-
And yours came in at 7 o'clock on Thursday night, I understand.
Yeah, Madam Chair.
Yes.
We're also moving that, we've had trouble with the US Post Office getting things out, so we're moving that date from Thursday to Tuesday from now on.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Thursday.
It was Thursday, but we're moving it to Tuesday. But it's not, it doesn't have anything to do with your office, it has to do with the post office, yeah, okay. So we'll take those. Or you can give them to Kathy and she can give
And
them to
there's one
us.
question on the store manager. Do you want the store manager or a representative of Target that understands this?
somebody can answer the questions.
Somebody that represents Target,
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
okay?
Understood.
Yeah, all right,
yeah, it doesn't have to be the store manager, district manager, somebody.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
all right. So, yeah,
So he's requesting a continuance. Madam Chairman, I make a motion that we continue the Target Corporation case until August 12th.
I will second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you for coming tonight, thank you.
Okay, moving right on.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go to the top of the agenda. James and Nicole Pickering, docket number 19-4824, requesting a variance for side setback relief for an addition in accordance with Section 7, Table 2 of the Danvers zoning bylaws at 10 Anthony Lane.
Hi.
My name is Abby Zucker. I'm a Wyoming architect representing the homeowner. He's here as well. Also with me is an associate, John Canal. He works on the design. And we also have a contractor waiting for his work.
Okay.
So to start, the property at 10 Anthony Lane is located in the R2 district. It's an existing 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath, single-family home, 2 stories, approximately 24 feet tall. It has an in-ground pool in the rear, and it complies currently with all zoning dimensional requirements pertaining to. The project has several aspects to it. The clients have 3 boys, and they have a 3-bedroom home, so their main goal is to get an additional bedroom. They're also planning to do some renovations to their lower level to include a mudroom in a current playroom area, and to renovate their kitchen, living room, dining room space and open that up. The additions is,
If you roll that behind, then it will stay.
the addition here is a 25-foot by 15-foot rear yard addition. It includes a ground level bonus space for the playroom and above a master bedroom. It's tying into a current bump out on the rear of the building. This location here. You can see it in that photograph as well. And the design process, we looked at several different options for this addition, but it seemed that this particular location and proximity to the existing bedrooms made the most sense for the family's use. The new bedroom is a modest sized master bedroom, 14.5 feet by 14.5 feet with some closets and a small master bath. The reason we're here is because due to the shape of the yard, we have this angled area on the left side, and the addition is encroaching into that side yard setback by 3 feet, measured 2 feet. So the application is to request a variance due to the hardship of the irregular shaped lot, the location of the home within that lot, and that sums it up. Please let me know if you have any questions.
So, do you have a site plan there?
Yes.
So the only thing that we're really concerned or dealing with is the fact that there's a 15-foot setback under the zoning and you're at 12.
I'm at
Is
12.
that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it's just that back corner of the new
Just this
addition
small corner here.
is 3 feet into the setback. Okay. All right. Let's start with Corinne.
I don't have any questions, thank you.
So everything looks like it's the same height. The addition's gonna be same height, all right. Is that deck, I mean, it doesn't really matter, is that deck gonna be removed or is it gonna stay?
Actually, yes, sorry, I didn't mention that. An
Mhm.
existing deck that's located here at the rear of the home
Yeah.
shall be removed. There's a first floor addition that's coming out to connect the rear of the yard to the house, and the deck will be modified to just be a balcony and stair down to the ground level.
Okay, that's all I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, the homeowner didn't want to shave a couple of feet off the 24 feet to build by right? They really, I mean, it's a tough spot, but,
It's a tough spot,
Yeah.
and again, trying to work with the existing architecture of the home, it seemed to make sense to create alignments rather than awkward jumps.
it looks like 2 of this 3 feet is eave overhang, not really building encroachment.
That's
So,
correct.
okay, I have no further questions, Madam Chairman. Thank you.
I kind of agree with with Jeff, I mean, you're creating your own hardship. If you made this just a little smaller, you wouldn't be here.
I understand.
So, you know, to come and say, we want this building, and it's a hardship if we don't get the relief from the setback, you know, so if you even made it bigger, you'd want 5 feet, 7 feet. You see where I'm going? You could have made it a little smaller. So, I don't have any other questions, it's just, I think it's too big.
Okay. So I'm just gonna reinforce what Jeff asked you. So it's the building is 1 foot into the setback, and otherwise it's the eave. Can you show us that?
It's actually, I'll start here with the site plan. So surrounding the pool is a fence.
Yeah.
And so we're putting the addition towards the back, and in order to maintain clearance between the fence and the addition, we want to have a minimum of 3 feet so we can get around the building. So on the first level, the addition comes out just a very small corner, about 12 inches into that side yard setback. On the upper level, there is a slight cantilever, just to get the space in the bedroom.
So it's like a gambrel overhang?
It's an overhang,
Okay.
yes.
Most of us probably went out there. I was out there, looked at it, so I can see that, you know, you've got a severe angle on the side of the lot line, so, okay. Any other questions from the board? No? All right, do we have any questions or comments from the audience? No? Okay. We'll go back to the board. Right?
I would vote for this.
Okay.
I would vote for this.
I'm struggling with this. On the one hand, they've created their own hardship, and it's hard to see that.
It's not a square lot, though.
Yeah, right. On the other hand, the thing that, to me, about this plot plan is the pool fence encroaches more than halfway into the setback. And having a 1 foot encroachment, you know, on the lower floor of the building, it's,
But the pool fence is not a building.
I understand, but to the next door neighbor, you know, it might be more offensive than the building itself. So I would vote for this.
Okay. Bob?
I won't vote for this. Again, you're creating your own hardship, and you could make it just a squiggle smaller.
Yeah.
I think it's too big. I mean, granted, it's just a corner,
Yeah.
but, you know, then you come in and say, I've got a hardship.
Yeah.
Well, don't do that.
All right. I would vote for this. Typically, we would allow up to half of the lot line, depending on the situation. So, half of the setback, okay? So this is really only a foot, or a little bit more than a foot, so I think it's reasonable. Okay, so can I have a motion? Who's got a sheet?
I move to grant the variance from side setbacks of 15 foot in accordance with section 7, table 2 of the zoning bylaw to 12 feet from side property line to hardship as noted on the application.
Is there a second?
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No,
Okay, you're all set. You can, Rich, do you want to meet with them? No? Do you need to meet with them now? Yeah, if you go in the hallway, Rich will come around and meet you. Good luck to the property owners. Looks like nice job.
Kenzie's are gonna do their
Yeah.
job. It'll come out good.
Yeah.
Leslie Crosby, docket number 19-4825, requesting a special permit for a kennel, only 4 total dogs on property in accordance with section 6, table 1 of the Danvers zoning bylaw at 2 Puritan Road.
Hi. Good. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Leslie Crosby, and I'm filing for a kennel license for 4 dogs.
Okay.
That's for ongoing personal enjoyment, /therapy. We lost my husband 4 years ago. So my daughter suffers from anxiety from it, so it helped her a lot.
Okay. Take a breath. Take a breath.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Can you speak up a little more? We old people have hearing problems.
Okay.
Did you want me to repeat it?
No,
No,
go ahead.
Okay.
No,
Go
just
ahead.
go ahead.
Our property is totally fenced in. When the dogs are outside, they have bark collars on. And when we're inside, when I'm at work and my kids are at school, they're inside all day.
Okay. Want to tell us what kind of dogs, how big they are?
We have a 135-pound lab.
Oh, my goodness.
He's 10 and a half, so.
Oh, he's calm.
Yeah. And then we have 3 dachshunds. One's 5, one's 2, and then one's 1.
Oh,
Okay.
The only count is one.
This is a man that has big dogs. All right. And I went out there, I'm sure other people went out there, we looked at your yard, you know, we couldn't see in with the fence, but it's all fenced in, right? Okay. All right. Anything else? Are you ready for questions?
I'm ready for questions.
Okay. Bob?
Okay, we've kind of done this before. Would you take condition that it never be more than 4 dogs?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And that we restrict it only to you, not the next person that buys the house?
That's
If
totally
you would
fine.
take that, those restrictions, I have no problem. I have no other questions.
Okay.
I have no questions.
I have no questions.
I don't have any questions either.
I don't have any questions, other than I was wondering what's going on behind your house.
Chickens?
Holy cow.
Oh.
They have a great game. Yeah, it's like Noah's Ark in our neighborhood.
I didn't think that was your yard. I was just wondering what all that was.
Yeah.
It's chickens, huh?
They're louder than my dogs, actually.
Okay. All right. All right. Any other questions from the board?
But it's Res 2, so that's okay.
I don't know. All right. Any questions or comments from the audience? No? Your neighbors are okay?
I have letters if you want. that they're
That's
fine
fine
with
if you,
it. We've had them, I actually licensed them last year for the town of Danvers.
but now they're flagging them and asking people to come in front of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right. Back to the board.
With the 2 conditions I mentioned, I will vote for this.
Okay.
With the 2 conditions, I will vote for this.
I would vote for this too, with the 2 conditions.
I would vote for it with the conditions.
Okay. And I would vote for it, so.
Madam Chairman, I move that we grant the special permit in accordance with Section 6, Table 1, Section 30.2.1 of the Danvers zoning bylaws for a kennel, with the condition that it's a maximum of 4 dogs only, and that it be limited to this applicant only. The municipal water and sewer shall not be overloaded by the kennel use. The public streets shall not become overloaded by the kennel use. The value of other buildings and properties shall not be depreciated by the kennel use. The specific site is an appropriate location for the kennel use. The kennel use will not adversely affect the neighborhood. There will not be undue nuisance to vehicles, pedestrians, and adequate and proper facilities will be provided to ensure the proper operations of the proposed kennel use. The proposed kennel use will be in harmony with the general purpose of the bylaw.
I will second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, good luck.
We had to say all that stuff.
Good luck.
Good luck. Meet Rich out in the hallway, okay? Yep,
All right, ready?
yep.
Mill Street LLC, docket number 19-4826, requesting a finding to add office trailers until future expansion plans are complete in accordance with section 3.10.2A of the Danvers zoning bylaws at 13 Mill Street.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Jack Boyer with Injet Arrow, representing the business operation at that address. It's Deidre Wilkins, who filed our application on our behalf. And
Okay.
we're here to answer any questions you may have.
Okay, and so who filed the application? Are you an attorney or?
No,
She's employee.
An employee? Oh, you
Yeah.
filled out the application?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm from our corporate office, he's here full-time employee.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, so we need an explanation, what you're doing there. We're gonna ask you some questions. You were here in 2008 asking for the same thing. So we need some history as to, Bob and I were the only ones on the board at that point in time. But we're familiar with the site and your application, so tell us what happened in 2008 and what's happened in the last 11 years that you're here asking for the same thing.
So I'm here representing Ingenero. We are the ownership group of this facility as of April of 2017.
Okay,
So what happened before that was under previous ownership group. Our efforts here today are to advance the modernization of both the internal and external part of the facility, in addition to some equipment upgrades to satisfy what we believe to be forecast growth within our industry segment and the product portfolio that we support in that building.
do you own the building and the property?
We do not. We lease the building.
Because I see that John Penny
Correct.
email, he still owns it.
That's correct.
Okay, so he was the one that applied to us 11 years ago.
Okay.
Okay, is he here?
No, he isn't.
He is here.
Oh, he is?
Okay, okay. So, should we go to the board first, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, well,
I mean,
Well, let's have them explain what they want to do.
yeah, I mean, there were stipulations in the, let me just go through the approval that we got. All right, so in June 9th, 2008, there was an approval, okay, for this property, requesting a trailer, okay? And that all the other storage trailers, anything else on the site would be removed, and that we would allow one office trailer, which would be allowed for 1 year while an addition was constructed on the building. Okay? So that decision was in June 2008. So anybody, and I'm sure we've all been down to the site, all of those trailers are there. There's quite a lot of things on that property that really aren't in compliance. So I'm looking for some explanation, because I'm gonna also go to the building inspector and ask him for.
Okay.
We've done an amazing amount of cleanup in the past 30 days. And we have taken the old trailers that were there, particularly the two ancient ones in
Right.
front of the building. They're gone. A third one left this past week, and there's one more that they have to wait, they have to fix the brakes in order to get it off the property. And so they clean up all the pallets with all of the material that you saw, all the little lead from the x-ray room, that's all gone.
Okay. I counted 5 trailers there today,
I believe-
storage trailers.
Right. Well, we have 4 we have permission for, and the last one is a container that is only temporary.
Okay.
We are putting the material in the container in order to remove a trailer from the property.
Okay.
But those trailers can, since all of the material can be relocated to another spot, we talked about graph leasing, about using their property to do so.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go to the building inspector and ask him how many trailers are approved for that site.
None.
None.
So we have a storage container bylaw, and, I mean, to get the storage containers on that property, you would be before this board.
Right,
That's my fault, I didn't know that it was necessary for a short term. And it was only while we were transferring from an old trailer into a new trailer.
but some of those look like they've been there a while.
Yes.
Well, those are the ones that we're removing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many years have they been there without approval?
Oh, well, I believe, John, if you can come up and help us out.
I'll tell you that
You
can
have
go
to
to the
come up
mic
to the
over there
mic,
if
or
you
you can
want.
go there, yeah.
we had this discussion before in 2008, and that We provided information that they were there prior to 92 so that they were grandfathered in.
Before the explosion, the bylaw passed over.
The 89, that goes back to.
Yeah, the trailer bylaw came in 2006, early 2006. So the trailers predated the bylaw and they became legal non-conforming.
And that's what they were. And I supplied documentation from Graf, the extent of the term.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read the minutes, that you said, I hope, Mr. Paraso said, I would hope that the expansion that you are contemplating here and that the trailers that are there currently will be gone. Mr. Penny said all of those will go.
Correct. After the expansion, the intent was for those trailers to go.
Okay, okay, and then the decision said you could have one trailer that would be there no longer than 1 year.
That was the office trailer.
Right, right.
Yes, you are correct in that.
And, okay, so so in 2008, I'm just gonna
Yep.
tell you what you committed to. You committed that all of the trailers would be removed, whether they were grandfathered or not, they would all
That-
be removed, and that
That
you would have an office trailer for 1 year.
the office trailer would be removed.
No, that's not what you said in the minutes.
That's not what it says in the minutes.
The office trailer never went in, correct?
No.
That is correct. The office trailer did not go
It
in.
never acted on the finding.
Okay,
So that's the issue with the 2008 decision. So then, the two grandfather trailers we determined were okay, and you never acted on the findings, so they really didn't have to go.
So-
He
so-
didn't come in and get a permit, because he never got the office trailer.
so two grandfathered trailers are allowed?
Well, we determined that back then, that the bylaw was enacted in 2006. So if you had a
Right.
trailer before 2006 and it was there, we ended up grandfathering, and people got us documentation for all properties all the time,
Yeah. Okay,
so.
okay. All right,
But the
well,
new ones, no.
huh?
But the new ones, there's more trailers out there, no.
There are more, yeah, there are more. So, all right, so I'm gonna go to the board for questions and
We
then,
had the same amount of.
unless you have
trailers,
more that you wanna,
If I may, the trailers that were there were in deplorable condition. They were an eyesore, and the only reason why we upgraded them is because we wanted to improve the overall property, and we wanted to clear the parking lot of all of the debris that's making it, what was making it unsightly for the neighbors. And the office trailer is only temporary, and if we need to remove trailers in order to get that office trailer in, we've upgraded to new trailers so they can be pulled off the property.
Well, that's a question I have. Can they replace the grandfathered trailers with new trailers? Well, they just did.
Well, they're here, so we can get it straightened out.
okay, I'm gonna start down with Corinne with questions and then I'm sure we'll
I don't even know what questions
talk
to
about this
ask.
more, but, go ahead.
First of all, what project were you supposed to do in 2008? And is it the same project that you're doing now?
John, can you respond to that question?
In 2008, it was previous ownership, and the expectations back then were that they were taking on business that would need the expansion of the building quickly. Now, it's under new ownership, and that business is already there. It's not an expectation. The business is there.
So they're a
Okay.
tenant and he owns the property.
So,
It's a different project,
are you doing an expansion or are you doing a renovation?
renovation,
Okay.
and overall facility cleanup internal with replacing and modernizing some of the equipment. And to do that, we had to clear some space within the building to get old stuff out and new stuff in, within the existing footprint of the building itself.
Okay. And what you're saying is that things that you put in those trailers are things that you're going to discard? You're not just storing them to put back in, correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay.
Our ask here, though, as part of our application, is a temporary office, literally an office trailer with office space, and we will have engineering, Deidre, and Duffy, our accounting and supply chain folks operating out of, while we
Yeah,
get rid of the old, bring in the new.
okay, so.
we need
an area
space.
to move
Right,
around in.
so
and it's a
just so
learning
you understand, typically, we don't approve anything unless you're already in compliance with your property.
Okay.
We're looking for people to be in compliance. And if you come in here and the building inspector tells everyone who files an application, you need to be in compliance, the board is gonna go out and look at your property, and so don't ask for something new if you're not in compliance with what you're already doing.
Okay.
Okay, so,
All right, just hypothetically, if we have 2 office trailers now, if we remove all of the office trailers, could we then have this one office trailer, if we remove all of the other trailers from the property?
it's up to the board to decide.
No, but is that
We would
something
have to,
that's
in our
feasible?
deliberations, we'll talk about it. So what are you proposing?
Well,
Are you proposing that?
Well, we need an office trailer in there in
No,
order to
are
make
you,
the up-
are you making a formal proposal of
No,
what
I'm
you
not
just
in a
said?
position to make a formal
All right,
proposal.
then,
Okay. All right.
So right now you have 2 office trailers already?
No, we'd like to bring in one office trailer
Okay,
on the property
okay.
to make the transition to enlarge the inside.
Okay, no, that's fine. I thought you said that you had office trailers too in addition already.
we should make a clear distinction. The request on this application is to add a temporary workspace for our staff. The other office trailers that you may see on the site today are storing office stuff.
They're storage trailers.
Correct.
They're not
Okay.
office trailers. Yes.
Right, and those storage trailers can be moved very easily.
Mhm. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
So,
You all set?
That, I'm all set, thank you.
Okay.
so where you gonna store the stuff if you remove the, those trailers with the stuff in it? Where you gonna put the stuff?
Well, right, temporarily, while we're making all of this transition, we can lease space at Graph Leasing to store the material trailers. And
So those 2 office trailers that have stuff in it,
No,
you're
They're
gonna,
not
They're all
office
storage
They're
trailers.
storage.
all right, so those 2 storage trailers, you're gonna take that stuff and put it into the Graph building?
Now, we're gonna physically move
Okay.
the trailer. It's a big box trailer,
Yeah,
and it has parts in it that we're in the process of using in our business. We're
Yep.
going to remove that whole
trailer and put it in another
And-
parking lot.
Correct.
So then, do they have to come in and go through this process
So
to have,
It really is, it's just a matter of.
can they just take
arranging for
that
a
box
tractor
now
to
and
come
put it in
move.
the Graph parking, in their space? Do they have to come in too and go through this?
They're not in Danvers.
Oh, okay, so that's someone else's problem.
It's on-
Someone else's
It would
problem.
be
All right.
offset. Right.
Right.
The reason you may see the number of trailers you see now, because as Deidre has highlighted, and as the chairwoman has mentioned, they were old, the 2 that we had adjacent to the building. So we have been engaged over the last several months now in cleaning out over 20-plus years worth of stuff and transferring storage trailer, tooling, office paperwork, old x-ray files, etc., from the old storage trailers to new storage trailers.
That are
So-
roadworthy.
Correct. So that process is ongoing as today.
Okay,
The application here, to be clear, is for
right.
office
One new one.
space.
So how big is that new office trailer?
the estimate we have now is 36 by 60.
36 by 60.
Wow, that's big.
That's really big, yeah.
The building.
It's a building. Yeah, oh, that's what they need.
We're very pleased with our forecasted growth that we see coming out of this facility.
And may I also mentioned, the only reason we moved to the new trailers is because the old trailers were not roadworthy. Draft actually came in and scrapped them. They were in such deplorable condition. So we had to put them in new trailers in order to move them off the property. So it's just transitional
It's state.
space.
Okay, I'm all set.
Jeff?
All right, so let me see if I have everything straight. I saw 5 trailers on the property. 2 of them are deplorable, and you're moving junk out of them. 2 of them are getting filled up with the junk from the first 2. And 1 of them or 2 of them have office furniture in them that you've cleared out of the building so that you can do the renovation work. Okay. And all of those things will be off-site soon?
If that means us getting an office
That-
trailer, you got it.
I can tell you that is the plan.
Okay. Will you take that as a condition?
Yes.
Okay. And then what will be left after all those 5 trailers are gone, off-site somewheres, is you want office space in this 36 by 60 unit
Correct.
Adjacent to the building.
with the rest of the site all nice and tidy.
Yes.
I have no further questions.
We are working with our landlord for other external
Okay.
facility beautification, modernization efforts as well.
How long is this office trailer gonna be there?
I would submit to you with the ongoing project work that we have and the effort it's taken to count, sort, segregate, and make decisions for storage of over 20-plus years of tooling and files and documentation for engine parts that we make. It is conceivable that a temporary structure couldn't be in place through the end of 2020.
All right, so,
That would be my starting request.
and you take that as a condition,
Yes.
okay? And you'd also take as a condition that the new trailers will be removed from the property.
All the trailers.
Well, the old
Yeah.
ones are, I guess they keep them there if they want, but if they're falling apart, you're gonna scrap them
Yeah,
anyway, right?
They've already started to.
I can assure you, it is in our, we share an interest in cleaning up the external part of that facility, which would include off-site storage of 53-foot trailers containing whatever we make a decision requires retention. It cannot be stored within the footprint of the building.
And our landlord is working on a punch list of 12 things to upgrade the property.
Okay,
Good job.
I have no other questions.
Okay.
Madam Chairman, could I ask one more question, please?
Go ahead.
So 36 by 60 is a lot of space. When you renovate the existing building, you're gonna have enough room inside that building to take that 36 by 60 function of people and offices and get it back into the building?
We believe that will be the case.
Okay.
Right now,
So
there
there's
are
the-
half a dozen engineers and 2 administrative staff and all of our file cabinets that are in that location. What we need to do is we remove the 2 offices, the engineering office and the administrative office, and put old machinery in that spot so we can move new machinery in and get people up and running on it
So you're the,
within that
you're the
timeframe.
tile puzzle without an empty square, basically.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we've already had to open the door space, and then we'll just help us with that. And we're excited about it.
So there is no plan to enlarge the footprint of the existing
Not at this
structure?
time.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chairman.
So the application says a seek a finding to add office trailers with an S?
It's 1 unit,
Okay, okay, so it's one, yeah,
1 building.
One gigantic trailer.
Well, it's 3 trailers, you can't do that.
3 together? Yeah,
That's how you do it.
12, 12, and 12, okay.
I mean, it's a big, that's a big space.
Um,
So it'll be comparable to what we're using now
Inside.
inside the existing building.
So let me ask you, I mean, I know your landlord's here, but why wouldn't you just move and get a proper facility?
It's beautiful. It's right on the river. We have a track right next door.
I can answer that question. We have a very skilled and experienced workforce in that facility right now. And we believe we have the footprint we need to support what we believe is our forecasted portfolio growth over the next 3 to 5 years, if we take the time and invest the capital to remove outdated equipment, replace it with new modern equipment that and it's not one for one. Technology today versus what we have in there, one machine will replace 2 machines. So to answer the question about that office space, we will be freeing up that office space with the modernization of the equipment. And we want to take advantage of the team we have in Danvers and really spend some time. And because frankly, that particular business site has been underinvested in over the last several years. So we're excited about the work they do. It takes talented people that we have there, and we're trying to invest in modernizing that facility, not only to keep the people we have and more productively make the work we have, but also provide a more appealing and place of employment for 1, 2, 3, 4 more people potentially, if not more. So.
So your company bought the company that was there, or is that?
That's correct.
Jet engine technology.
In 2017?
Correct.
Okay, because it's always been like a jet engine.
That's right.
Business there.
Correct.
So, okay, so you're the new owners of?
Yes, in Jet Aero, yes.
Okay, all right. And where are you located out of?
Our corporate headquarters is in Kansas City. We have a facility in Malden, Massachusetts. We have this facility in Danvers. We have one in New Britain, Connecticut, one in Terre Haute, Indiana, and one in Erie, Pennsylvania.
All right. Any other questions from the board?
Just one. Where are you going to be putting this trailer on the property?
It'll be adjacent to the building, I think, is what's on the northwest side. The northwest side.
Can you respond to that?
The parking lot side. The parking lot side.
Parking lot side.
Okay.
Where are the dumpsters right now?
I think there's a
Okay.
site plan.
I have it, but I just couldn't, I didn't see exactly where it said.
Squiggly line right
It's right here.
there. There you go.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
the,
Our legend could be better.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Let me just go to the building inspector. What are they required to do to have that large of a facility? I mean, do they need water, sewer, electric? I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
what?
gonna have temporary plumbing, there's shoes, bathrooms, so the temporary power and temporary plumbing hookups.
And according to our zoning bylaws, how long are they allowed to have a facility like
What's the
that?
finding? That's up to the zoning board of appeals.
So,
We have these trailers, Abiomed has been remodeling since 2015, and they have the same trailer outside that building for the construction company. And that's just part of we allow that with the building permit as jobs of that scale, so.
but that's for the construction company, yeah.
That's by right with the building permit.
Right.
Construction project. In this case, it's a non-conforming use, it's a zoned residential one. Just like in 2008, they're coming for you, they need all the relief from you guys. But the plumbing and electric, they'll just pull, mechanical permits for those and get that taken care of.
Okay,
And we'll issue a building permit for trailers,
okay,
based with the zoning provision relief.
okay. Thank you. Anything else from the board? Okay,
That's it.
Go ahead. Did you want to say something?
We're good.
Questions or comments from the audience? No? Okay. Back to the board. It's a tough one.
I would vote for this because I agree with the expansion and keeping everything in town. But I would definitely want to have conditions on it, a maximum for how long you can have it, and to make sure that those other trailers are out of there.
Yes.
I agree with what reference that same conditions, and I would vote for this too. Yeah.
What would your time frame be for the,
You know,
I would give them 2 years.
so they want till December 2020?
We would gladly take 2 years because the lead time of acquisition of new equipment and installation and operational.
Yeah, it takes a
I
while.
think that's fair, 2 years.
okay.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ken?
I agree, yeah. I thought you mentioned you already sort of agreed on the end of 2020, right?
20, yeah,
Yeah.
which is more than 2 years, actually. All right.
And so that's,
The end of 2020 is a year and a half.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
it's
year and a
only a
half.
year and a half.
I'm giving
Yeah.
a buffer,
Yeah,
2 years.
Giving them more time.
Yeah, so
I
it should
feel
be
generous for that.
That's
June
unusual.
2020.
I'm anxious to share with our customer on Thursday in Cincinnati that we received unanimous approval to continue our capacity improvement.
And we're shutting down, which would be a great time to make the transition happen, because all of the employees will be out of the building.
We do have a
So-
summer.
For a summer
We have
shutdown?
a summer
Right,
meeting.
right, so timing's perfect.
Okay, all right. Chuck?
As long as they put conditions to clean up the stuff that's there, I would vote for this.
And what's the time frame on that?
Well, that would have to be done before they even start, I would
Well,
think.
we-
Yeah, building permit.
we've
Before
done-
we issue the building permit?
Yeah.
We've done most of the cleanup.
Yeah,
outside
get all those
the
trailers out of there.
What town's getting the trailers?
Draft, leasing, I don't know what town they're in.
Amesbury or Salisbury?
News-
Salisbury, I was going to say.
Okay.
It's a great place for
They'll be
That's
moved
it,
under
problem.
cover of darkness.
But that's the reason why we got them in trailers that could be easily transported.
You're right,
because-
they're highway worthy.
Oh, you should,
Okay,
We'll work on it.
all right, go ahead.
I'll vote for this with the conditions of, that it's gonna be gone in 2 years, and that all the trailers are out of there before you even get the building permit.
Okay.
understood.
Okay. And I would vote for it with that understanding. Is everybody else
Yep.
okay with that? All
We're
right.
good.
So before you can get the permit for the office trailer, you would have to have everything gone.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Can we have a motion?
Madam Chairman, I move that we grant the finding in accordance with section 3.10.2A to install temporary office trailers.
One.
Well,
there-
they're one big office trailer.
Yeah. Let's put a size on
For
that.
no longer than 2 years from what, this date?
From the permit.
From the building permit, fair enough, from the building permit.
Boy, are you generous.
You know, and because 2 years from now, when it's not done, and that all the storage trailers be removed before you get the building
Prior to
permit.
building permit.
All right, the municipal water and sewer shall not be overloaded by the temporary structure. The public street shall not become overloaded by this structure. The value of other buildings and properties shall not be depreciated by this structure. The specific site is an appropriate location for this structure. The temporary structure will not adversely affect the neighborhood. There will not be undue nuisance to vehicles, pedestrians, and adequate and proper facilities will be provided to ensure the proper operation of the proposed temporary structure. The proposed temporary structure will be in harmony with the general purpose of the bylaw.
I will second that.
We need the conditions, and we also need 36 by 60. I would put a
Yeah.
Well, the
size in
condition
there.
that it be 36 by,
No bigger than 36 by
As
60.
no
proposed.
bigger than.
No bigger than,
Yeah, that's
as proposed.
Okay, so you got 2 years, clean up the trailers, and no bigger than what you asked for.
Yes.
You can't beat that with a stick.
I
Second,
will second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Opposed?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
See Rich in the hallway. Thanks.
Get those trailers out of there.
All right.
Bringing more work to
Yeah, I saw
Danvers,
5 today.
6:30.
it's good for the work.
All right, Robert Ringoff, docket number 19-4827, requesting a dimensional variance from side and rear setbacks for an addition in accordance with section 7, table 2 of the Danvers zoning bylaws at 56 Wenham Street.
Okay, it's your turn.
Good evening.
Okay, so having never been to one of these meetings before, we're a little unprepared. We didn't realize that we had to present. We just thought that we came, but
Oh,
that's okay.
okay, all right.
Not only that, you're on TV.
This is our house.
So introduce yourselves.
Okay, so I'm Ivy.
I'm Robert.
Okay, all
How
right.
many know our house? It's a kind of busy street, Wenham Street.
Yep.
You might have seen it on the market this spring. We were going back and forth whether we wanted to try and move forward with this addition or move. We decided we really liked Danvers, especially we're at the Thorpe School. We have 3 kids. And we have a tiny little house inside. So we got the plans done for an addition. So just drive off the driveway, 2-car garage. Bumping out the kitchen and adding an extra bedroom upstairs. The reason that we're here really is because our house is already, it's a half-acre lot, but we're already in the corner. We're only,
Over the,
They put the house on
You just built
in
a
a
nice
corner
one,
of a
yeah.
nice big lot,
of a
right?
nice big lot. So, and that was one of the reasons that we love the big yard
Okay.
and the long driveway. So we're already in the back corner.
Okay.
The house is already, I think, over.
It's 8 feet within the side setback.
Yeah, I think it's a 20-foot,
Non-conforming,
and we
yes.
want
so
to.
you're non-conforming already.
Right,
Already
it's non-conforming
non-conforming,
already, yeah. And then there was an existing structure, it's highlighted on this plan, but, that is non-conforming within that 20 feet already. I think it's 17 feet, so it's 3 feet within that
Okay.
existing setback already, but that would be demolished, during the construction, so that would come off.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we would just make it nice flat in the back. Right now, it's just like a little driveway back there where our trash cans are, and they go open inside.
Okay, all right. Anything else?
I don't think so.
So you have plans and everything? Okay.
You have a plot plan with
Yeah,
dimensions?
let me just, I'm just gonna,
So I'll have to submit a new plot plan. He did come out, said his points, and I just talked to him.
who, sorry?
George Zemeckis, he was a building inspector who does surveys
Okay,
for the town of Beverly, and now this is what he's doing. But I should have it tomorrow. I can submit it.
okay. It's hard for us to approve it without a
Sure,
real
sure.
plot plan. I'll tell you, a mortgage, did you draw this?
I did.
Okay, so a mortgage survey can be off by 5 feet.
Sure.
So, we always ask when people are building this close to the lot line that you get a surveyed plan,
Absolutely, oh,
because
yeah.
you don't wanna be,
You don't want to be on your neighbor's yard.
yeah, we've had
We've
it
actually
happen
had that.
where, yeah, where somebody actually was
Understood.
building on ready to build on somebody else's property, so, I'll,
There is a fence back there.
yeah, but that doesn't mean
Yeah, I
anything.
guess it
Could be anywhere, yeah, could be
Yeah.
the fence could be on somebody else's property, so, okay. So you have a surveyor lined up?
Yeah, and.
Who's already done it, he just hasn't.
He's
given it to
already
us
done
yet.
it, he just hasn't submitted it to us.
Okay, I'm not sure we can approve this tonight, but, we'll go to the board for questions and, is that it? Okay, go ahead, Bob.
All right, just looking at this plot plan you have, you're looking for relief from setbacks, but you don't write down what the setbacks are on the side and I guess the back too. So when you get your new plan, because we're gonna
We'll
vote,
have everything.
we're gonna vote on the plot plan.
Sure, understood.
And, I mean, I don't know what the dimensions are. Now, you said you're gonna knock down the building, is that the one with all the dots? You got yellow and you got yellow with
Here,
dots.
right here, there's this, like, anyway.
I can't,
That's the existing.
is this one here? What's this here with
Oh,
the?
that's the driveway, and so that would be the garage.
Oh, all right, I'm wondering, there's
Yeah.
yellow with dots and then yellow.
Oh, yeah, oh, the dots were just the
So
driveway.
you're
That was
gonna
just
build a
representing the
garage?
new-
You're gonna build a garage or?
Yeah.
Oh, all right,
Yeah, so we just
See,
drive up
that's-
to a 2-car garage.
that's why it's nice that everything labeled,
Yeah, so.
so that we
They
can.
they are here, yeah, sorry, we didn't go present it, but we has everything in it, the plans in. So the existing house is right here, and this is
So
what we want
he's,
to
they're
add on
saying
that.
8 and.
I know, but it doesn't, you know,
I
we're
know
gonna
that
vote on the
because he
plan.
drew it himself.
Yeah.
We paid this guy like over a month ago, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
summer.
it's,
That's not
he
good.
was supposed to get it to us July 1st.
Should
We were
add
on
him in.
vacation last week, and then I sent him an email today, and as we were walking in, he says, I'm just double checking everything, I'll get it over to you right away. So for all I know, I can have it on my phone right now.
Well, I don't have a problem with what you want to do.
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
can't vote on this tonight.
Understood.
Yeah, the only comment I have is, looking at your picture, the back right corner, your lot actually takes a little jog there.
Correct.
And in the past, we've been very comfortable approving plans that encroach no further than what presently exists. So if that back section were slid over a little to the left and your garage was slid forward a little such that you weren't going any deeper, that, I can't speak for the rest of the board, but that would make it more palatable to us
Yeah.
than encroaching further. You have a complete design flexibility. We're always trying to keep people from going further into non-compliance, okay? So that would be a suggestion for next time is to,
Assuming, you know.
you know, if you.
That's a comment. You have a question?
That's a comment. I have no questions.
Ken?
So what's the maximum height of the, it's gonna be like the existing,
So yeah, so
We have it right
it's, the new addition is not gonna exceed the existing height of the house now.
yep, yep.
But, so overall height, off the top of my head, I want to say it's 33 feet, I believe.
Okay, but it's not gonna be any
Right,
taller,
it's not gonna
okay.
be taller than that, yeah.
Yep. All right, that's all I got.
I just have a couple questions. The yellow is what you're proposing you want to build.
Yes,
The blue is what's already there.
correct.
I don't understand how this becomes this. I mean, is this just,
Oh, so here's this is the existing house, right here.
okay.
That's all it is, right there.
So
But you see how it's set back? So is this actually set back? Or is it straight across? Because that would mean it would go like that, right?
This is the existing house. We're building 18 feet off the back of the existing house.
Right.
And then over it's about 60 feet with a two-car garage.
But what's going to be right here? It looks like it goes straight across.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, no, yeah, no. The driveway, the way this drives up, you drive like into here. The driveway would have to move a little bit.
Hold on, let me just show you that
Okay.
on one. So here's the
The floor
the
plan.
floor plan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's not straight across at all, see?
Okay.
To
like an
maximize the
L.
existing, you know, because right here, we have that bumped out window.
Okay.
And things like that, so that's the existing house right there. And then so, I just was trying to minimize square footage, to be honest. And it's nice to have it a little bit more architectural, right? So the entry in there,
Okay.
so, see what I mean? It's not like a street.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I threw it.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
that's it?
No, she's looking at.
yeah, I'm looking, it just,
Yeah.
it just looked off. I have no further questions.
So, the surveyor, is he just surveying what is existing, or is he,
Existing and what we're proposing.
he is doing both?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, yep. And he
So-
has his pins set, so he's already laid out the corner of the new,
Okay.
corner of the new garage
Go
area.
back and look at it.
Okay, so, okay. All right, well, hopefully he can,
Yeah,
I mean, you might have to hire a new surveyor. I mean, usually they can do it in a week or so.
I
I mean,
contacted this guy, yeah, in June, he said, "Oh, I can't wait till July."
this is his new business and he can't get the work out. That's not good. Not to be commenting on somebody's business,
I know.
but, so we'll go out to the audience for comments or questions? No? Okay. I think the board's in agreement, we don't have enough information to make a decision tonight, so could you request a continuance to August 12th? That's our next meeting.
So we can, but we're not gonna be here on August 12th, we'll be on vacation.
Okay,
Can we,
then,
can we?
What's the next one after
Can we
that?
pass it in?
no, you need,
No, we don't
somebody
need it.
needs to be
September
here.
9th is the next meeting after that?
We could, or maybe could we send someone? Could we send someone else?
We probably need you.
Yeah.
Because there are gonna be questions, and,
Okay.
yeah,
So, September 9th then?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
okay, so,
Madam Chairman, I propose that we continue this case until our meeting of September 9th.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so we'll see you in a couple months.
Have a good vacation.
Just, wait a minute, so we need that information by Tuesday before the 9th, so it's the
We'll probably
week.
get it tomorrow, so we'll
Okay.
send it,
Yeah, I
we'll
mean-
Okay.
send it right in.
It needs to go to the building, to Kathy, and so she
It
can get
almost
it
looks like
to
the
us.
garage is
So
for the-
noon on Tuesday,
If,
prior to the 9th, which I don't, let me look, calendar, I'll give you a date.
Be like 6 days earlier, right, like the 3rd or something.
Different day. School, I know school time.
Okay.
Uh,
The 5th is Tuesday.
All right, so it would be the 4th, no, the 3rd, Tuesday the
Tuesday the
3rd,
Tuesday the 3rd, okay.
by noon,
What's the 4th?
okay, Tuesday the 3rd.
But if you have it tomorrow,
It's probably the day after Labor Day.
Yes.
But if you have it tomorrow, turn it in.
Yeah, if you have it, then they can get it to us, because we're
Earlier.
gonna come back, and it's okay for us to drive in the.
Oh, yeah, by all means.
I did today, but I didn't wanna like,
yeah, no, by all means.
oh, okay, so we'll all come out and we'll look again.
great.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Okay, one
All right,
more.
Eric Page, Jeffrey Lathrop, docket number 19-4828, requesting a dimensional variance from side setback for an accessory structure in accordance with section 7, table 2 of the Danvers zoning bylaws at 53 Princeton Street.
You made it.
It's like a little bump out or anything.
We are applying a pavilion accessory structure, which we will be using as a greenhouse. At the end of our in-law apartment. Richard came out and looked at it, and he helped me to draw the boundaries of the structures. We're asking for a variance.
So do they have a legal in-law apartment?
Yep, they actually were before this board,
Okay, all right.
and, the board meeting has been 11'6", so I kinda helped them, we went out there and we laid it out, so we wouldn't, got a location for this, so we wouldn't approach any farther than the 11'6", that's the board.
The same as the house, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Okay,
Okay.
what else? Anything else? Okay. All right. Are you ready, Bob? No, do you want this?
Yeah, let me look on with you, because I don't have it for some reason.
All right, I'm gonna start with Corinne.
Yeah, go ahead.
How big is the entire structure? Is it 14 by 12? And so this pavilion, this aluminum roof goes, you pour the foundation, you put this on top, and then what are the sides made out of for the greenhouse? You said this is gonna be a greenhouse?
No, not a
Screen.
a screen house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's gonna be a screen that is mounted on the zippers, so you can get in and out, but
Okay,
not be bothered by flies.
so it's just like an outdoor living space for you? Okay,
Well, not a living space, yeah.
Sitting spot.
Sitting space, okay.
Recreation.
Okay, I don't have any other questions.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I ask the building
Yes,
inspector something?
absolutely.
So is this considered a structure?
Well, it's over, we allow footprints of 120 square feet or less to be 5 feet from the property line.
Yeah.
So the problem was, I tried to talk him into a smaller structure.
Yeah, that's what I was
Then
thinking.
then he wouldn't have needed to go to zoning board, but really, with the way the sliders are, and
Yeah,
to make it comfortable, he, 12 by 14 was the smallest size he could go with, so we went out there and figured it out, so it was encroaching no farther than an addition, so that's why he's here.
mhm.
So anything over 120 square feet footprint has to meet main building structure setbacks.
Okay,
Yeah,
Okay,
other than a shed.
okay,
thanks.
yep,
I really have no other questions.
okay.
I have no questions, Madam Chairman, thank you.
Okay, so you're not going out any further than the house is?
No,
That's how Rich laid it out.
I have no questions.
I don't have any questions. Any questions or comments from the audience? Okay, wow, you guys are very quiet tonight. I don't know if we can handle this.
Usually they come,
They have come in on everything. All right, Corinne.
I would vote for this.
I wish that was a greenhouse, by the way. I know.
I would vote for this too.
I will vote for this.
I also will vote for this.
And I'll vote for this, thank you. We just need a motion.
Madam Chairman, I move that we grant the dimensional variance from the side setbacks of 20 feet in accordance with section 7, table 2 of the zoning bylaw to 11 feet 6 inches from side property line hardship as noted on the application.
Is there a
I
second?
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right,
Good luck.
good luck. Just meet with Rich out in the hallway, okay? And he's coming around. All right,
Madam Chairman,
anything else?
I have two pieces of information.
Okay,
I walked the Ledgewood Drive neighborhood on Saturday and
Yes.
talked to the neighbors about the filming, and they were very excited. They were very happy with all of the accommodation that the film crews had. They had nothing but great things to say.
Good.
I talked with several neighbors at length.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and they hired local caterers, they hired local people
Okay.
to do all, so that everybody thought it was a very positive thing.
Perfect.
And I went to Dick's Sporting Goods Saturday, and I checked out the kayak thing, and I talked to the police detail guys, and they said no issues. It was
Okay.
a
And
good
Ken,
event.
you were there too,
I was
right?
there too, yeah. I saw the police detail. I saw someone in the pool, walking the pool inside, and I saw multiple people around. So it was well staffed,
Yeah.
well done, yeah.
That's good.
Yep. And the entranceway was, it was off on the side.
Yeah, it was a perfect location. It was good.
Great,
Yep.
awesome. All right, anything else?
Make a motion to adjourn.
All right.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye, aye, aye.
Aye.
Good
Good
night,
night, Danvers.
Danvers.
Right.